Anfield alert. Liverpool are preparing a massive €55 million move, and Arne Slot wants a statement signing. Could this be the dream transfer Reds fans have been waiting for? Before we break it all down, make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a Liverpool transfer update. Liverpool frontrunners for explosive League One star as €55 million. Man City battle ignites. Liverpool are in pole position to sign rising League One star Samson Baidoo, though Manchester City are also pursuing him, a report has claimed. Baidoo is a 21-year-old centre-back who spent time developing at Austrian clubs Liefering, Grazer, AK, and Red Bull Salzburg. He swapped Liefering for Salzburg in July 2022 and went on to play 71 times for the club, scoring on 2 occasions. Baidoo became the latest player the Red Bull conglomerate made profit on when he joined Lens for €8 million in July last year. Since then, the one-cap Austria international has made 20 appearances in France. Baidoo has adapted quickly to League One and is already being touted for a lucrative transfer, with clubs from the Premier League, German Bundesliga and Serie A all interested. According to Sports Boom, Liverpool and Man City lead the race to prize Baidoo out of Lens this summer. Liverpool have supposedly identified him as the ideal successor for Virgil van Dijk in their back line. City, meanwhile, aim to purchase Baidoo this summer before loaning him back to Lens to continue his development for another season. Lens are open to selling Baidoo if a bid worth €55 million or up to £48 million or $64 million comes in. A transfer in that range would make him Lens's record sale, surpassing the €40 million RB Leipzig paid for Lois Openda in July 2023. In addition to Liverpool and City, Borussia Dortmund and Inter Milan have been scouting him consistently as they weigh up opening talks. The report provides a comprehensive look at Baidoo's style of play and how he could make the step up to the Premier League. The youngster has developed rapidly in France and now appears ready for top-tier competition, most likely in England. Not only is Baidoo a physical force, he is also described as a tactical mastermind. He is one of the toughest centre-backs in League One, with scouts labelling him athletic, durable and explosive. West Ham, Crystal Palace also watching Baidoo. His lightning-fast reaction time means he is a successful last line of defence for his current club. We revealed in December that West Ham United and Crystal Palace are among the teams tracking Baidoo's progress. While Baidoo is clearly an exciting talent, Liverpool fans would rather see a bigger name move to Anfield this summer. It emerged earlier on Monday that Arne Slot's side have explored a sensational deal for an Inter Milan defender. They are reportedly battling Arsenal for the Italians' capture. Liverpool news: Stars surprise return, Real Madrid advantage. Instead of moving for Baidoo or any targets in Italy, Liverpool are assessing whether to reunite with one of their former defenders in a shock twist. The Reds have been credited with interest in a Dortmund leader, though Real Madrid hold a key advantage in that particular transfer hunt. Plus, Liverpool are intensifying an alternative £65 million Bundesliga swoop we can reveal. In another news, Brighton set to launch offer for Liverpool-linked £52.5 million rated winger who dreams of Prem switch. FC Köln's exciting winger, Said El Mala, is generating serious interest, with Brighton and Hove Albion leading the race amid links with Liverpool and Manchester United, Team Talk understands. The 19-year-old, who joined Köln from Victoria Köln in 2024 and extended his contract until 2030 without a release clause, has emerged as one of the league's most exciting talents. Despite starting fewer than half of Köln's matches under coach Lukas Kwasniok, he tops the club's scoring charts with 8 goals and 4 assists in 24 Bundesliga appearances, adding flair, pace, and a powerful left foot to the attack. His contributions have been vital as Köln navigate a challenging campaign. Germany head coach Julian Nagelsmann has placed added scrutiny on El Mala's situation. In recent interviews, Nagelsmann spokesman praised the youngster's potential following his November national team training stint, but stressed the need for greater consistency. Transfer interest has intensified heading into the summer window. Brighton lead the pursuit, having submitted multiple bids, including a rejected €30 million or £26.2 million or $35.1 million package in the winter. Interestingly, they are exploring a family deal by targeting his brother Malik from Colne's reserves. Sources suggest Brighton are preparing fresh offers with 5-year contracts, viewing El Mala as a key addition. The winger is very keen on the Premier League, with Brighton seen as an attractive destination due to their track record with young talent. However, other sides remain in the frame, with one of Europe's biggest sides firmly in the mix for the exciting winger. Bayern Munich threaten Brighton winger Chase. We understand Bayern Munich are monitoring El Mala's situation closely. They must not be discounted from the race, given their track record of snapping up Germany's best young talents. Liverpool and Man United have been linked too, but are yet to make any serious moves. Colne's strong contractual position allows them to demand a high fee, and sporting director Thomas Kessler has previously rebuffed approaches to prioritise development and team stability. Sources indicate that an offer of $50 million to €60 million, or up to £52.5 million or $70.2 million, could be required to lure El Mala away. The youngster is keen to play more games and at a higher level, so a bid from a Premier League side will be hard for him to ignore, and Colne may have their work cut out to keep him. While Bayern could provide rival interest, El Mala's desire to test himself in English football could give Brighton an advantage in the race. It will be interesting to see whether United, Liverpool or any other Premier League clubs make concrete moves for El Mala in the coming months. In another news, Morgan Rogers urged to make bold transfer decision after Liverpool speculation. Emile Heskey has advised Morgan Rogers to stay at Aston Villa despite the England star expecting to attract transfer interest during the upcoming summer window. Emile Heskey reckons Morgan Rogers' progression would be best served by remaining at Aston Villa, suggesting he should reject any summer transfer offers. The 23-year-old swiftly established himself as one of Villa's pivotal figures under Unai Emery after a switch from Middlesbrough to Villa in January 2024. He has since turned out 109 times for the club, netting 27 goals while providing a further 24 assists. Rogers has also made his mark on the international stage and appears poised to represent England at the World Cup in North America this summer. Several clubs have been linked with the midfielder over the past 12 months, including Liverpool. Rogers is tied to Villa until 2031, having most recently committed to a new deal in November, though he is anticipated to draw transfer attention this summer. Nevertheless, Heskey, who played for both Liverpool and Villa during his career, doesn't think the attacker should be rushing to depart the West Midlands. He needs to really think about his own progression as well and not take that jump too quickly, Heskey told OLBG. I think Morgan Rogers is brilliant. For me, personally, I think he's ahead of a lot of the number 10s that are in the England national team. He sits above them because of what he's done this season, and he's done it consistently this season. I think he's been fantastic. But he needs to really think about his next move very carefully. Do you stay at Villa, who are actually on the ascendancy and doing really well with a manager who's fantastic? As long as they can stay in and around that Champions League, they've got a massive chance of keeping players like that. But having that attention from others, sometimes that can weigh down on you as well. Rogers has earned plenty of praise since his move to Villa. He was a joy to watch, former Villa captain Stilian Petrov told TNT Sports after Rogers' hat-trick against Celtic in the Champions League last season. We talked about him before the game, what he offers to the Villa team, what he brings to the Villa team. He was just outstanding. We saw everything from the young man. He looked like a mature player. He looked like he is going to be a star. He could have scored another 2. In another news, Anthony Gordon change considered after Liverpool transfer speculation. Newcastle boss Eddie Howe has admitted Anthony Gordon's struggles against Everton were a frustration, with the England international shifting between positions during the defeat. Newcastle's manager Eddie Howe has confessed that Anthony Gordon's struggles against Everton on Saturday were a frustration. The England international, who continues to be linked with a move to Liverpool, was moved from his central striker position to his original wing role against the Toffees. However, his day ended with a loss of possession that allowed his former club to score the decisive goal. As he left the pitch, Gordon was met with sporadic boos, reflecting a match where Newcastle's initial strategy had an adverse impact in a game the Magpies desperately needed to win. Howe now faces the decision of whether to persist with Gordon in attack for the upcoming match against Manchester United. Gordon scored the winning goal in this fixture 2 seasons ago and will be eager to make amends. When questioned about the negative response towards Gordon, Howe responded, "I wasn't aware of the jeers. We used him in a few different positions. We were trying to find something to make the team play better. I thought he had his moments, as he usually does, with the quality he possesses. That is a frustration for us." In the early part of the week, Howe will address the problems that hindered their chances of victory on Saturday. He plans to discuss dips in form with individuals, as the upcoming clash against Michael Carrick's side becomes crucial for a late push toward a Europa Conference League spot. Howe added, "The Premier League hasn't been anywhere near good enough. That is the danger of European football, going from competition to competition. We have not tried to take our eye off anything, but our Premier League form has definitely taken a hit. We should have taken points from Everton. All we can do is put the wrongs right and get individual players back to their best levels. A lot weren't close against Everton." In another news, Liverpool intensifying spectacular £65 million move for rising Bundesliga star to fix problem position. Liverpool are growing more and more keen on Eintracht Frankfurt star Nathaniel Brown, Team Talk understands, with the Reds primed to battle Arsenal and others for the £65 million rated fullback. Well-placed sources have informed us that the 22-year-old German international is high on Liverpool's list and has been watched multiple times by their scouts. Brown, who is naturally a left-back but can play a more attacking left-wing role when required, has impressed in the Bundesliga this season with his pace, inverted play and creativity. Brown has contributed 3 goals and 6 assists this term, showcasing his ability to bomb forward while maintaining strong defensive recovery. Often compared to top modern fullbacks, he earned his first Germany call-up in October 2025 and has quickly become one of Frankfurt's most valuable assets. The left-back position is a key area to strengthen this summer for Liverpool, with Andy Robertson likely to depart via free agency. The veteran Scot, now in his early 30s, has been a stalwart since joining in 2017, so filling the void he'll leave is no easy task. Liverpool signed Milos Kerkez from Bournemouth last summer in a £40 million deal, hoping the Hungarian would provide dynamism and longevity on the left flank. However, he has struggled to reach a top level consistently since joining, failing to fully displace Robertson from the starting imps, highlighting the need for more depth at left back. Liverpool ready to rival Arsenal for Bundesliga starlet. With Brown's contract at Frankfurt running until 2030, the Bundesliga club are hoping to get around €65 million or £56 million for the rising star, a fee that would make him one of the most expensive left-backs in recent history. Liverpool face competition from Arsenal, Manchester City and several other European giants. Indeed, my colleague Graham Bailey has revealed previously how Arsenal are also keeping a close eye on Brown, as they consider adding a new left-back of their own. However, sources indicate the Reds are intensifying their interest, having scouted him extensively. A move for Brown could signal a clear shift in strategy at Anfield, aiming to secure a high-potential, attack-minded defender for the long term. If the transfer materialises, it would add significant quality to Arne Slot's squad as they bid to remain competitive on multiple fronts and try to get back to winning the Premier League next season. Interestingly, we understand Frankfurt are doing their due diligence on potential replacements for Brown, with Everton star Vitaly Mykolenko on their radar. Latest Liverpool news. Former star tracked Uchal Reds blamed for Elliott saga. Meanwhile, we have revealed that Liverpool are giving serious consideration to re-signing Jarell Quansah from Bayer Leverkusen this summer, as Arne Slot's side look to add to their defensive options further. The Reds are still prioritising a new contract for Ibrahima Konate, but we understand that deals for both him and Quansah could come to fruition. In other news, the blame for Harvey Elliott's difficult loan spell at Aston Villa has been pinned solely on Liverpool, despite it being Unai Emery who is refusing to play him regularly. An ex-Villa chief has suggested that Liverpool have selfish reasons for refusing to take him back. What do you think, Reds? Is this €55 million rising star worth the gamble? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next Liverpool update.